Hello there, Gemini. This is your weekly reading for January 18th through the 24th. This is a intuitive reading, so if the messages work for you, amazing. If it doesn't work with you, then it's meant for somebody else. I will be using the Spirit Science Patch Tarot deck, and this deck focuses mostly on spiritual and personal development. So let's go ahead and get started. Universe, what does Gemini need to know this week, 18th through 24th? Top of the deck, clarification. The Wheel of Flow, Fortune, is being crossed by the Two of Swords, Conflict. Your higher self is working with the Two of Discs, Change. Your subconscious is working with the Chariot, Motion. A past experience is the Two of Swords, Peace. Coming up for you this week is the Six of Cups, Joy. Your internal world is the Five of Discs, Worry. Your external world is the Queen of Discs, Supportive. Your focus this week is the Ten of Discs, Legacy. And overall, it's the Death card, Transition. Money, money, money. Money. Got a lot of money flowing through here, a lot of finance and a lot of movement and defining oneself. I mean, that's what this week's going to be about, is movement of money and defining oneself. Focusing on joy and what is this conflict here? Okay, what to do with what you got is the energy that I'm picking up here. And this also has to do with fighting with somebody. I'm getting fighting with somebody, whether it's a split with a job or if it's, somebody that's just like trying to tell you what to do with what you have, or trying to control your situation. I'm getting, but you know that you got the world in your hands and you can do with it what you want to do with it now. Your higher self is focused on change, like the change and flow, like light and dark, light and dark, light and dark, light and dark, in the waves, in the motions, in the movements. We get a lot of waves with you, Gemini. Here with this conflict, it comes in, it hits like lightning. These are like bitter words and fighting. And the thing with this card here is it doesn't matter who was wrong or who was right in this conflict. What matters is that both of you are going to suffer some sort of karmic defeat because of it. All right, you're both going to be carrying an energy with this, whatever this conflict was. Now, this conflict could be, what I'm getting is it just feels like it's controlling, and somebody's trying to tell you what to do. You said, no, I'm not going to do that, or no, I'm not going to follow that way because I got what I need and I have a different view and way in my life here. And this conflict as well is going with this death card, transition. Now, the whole reading this week is about changing oneself, a new way of being, a new way of processing, and a new way of going about things, okay, with a different vision that other people around you might not accept as easily, okay? Because in the past here, this energy here with the Two of Swords, this Peace card, this is going inwards and thinking too much, and this is definitely being stuck inside, not being able to act. Okay, feeling bound, feeling confined, and always at arms, which can create a conflict with anybody that's around you. When we feel caged and we feel stuck, we tend to lash out. Even we lash out the ones that are closest to us, because we trust them and we love them and we expect them to understand and love us back. But that can also create conflict. But this is a past experience of feeling stuck and feeling like, when will I see the sun again, subconsciously, you're moving with the Chariot here, moving with great speed. Ideally, you'll get over this conflict and be expressing the level of love that you're wanting and changing these energies to what you're actually wanting to create. So definitely, you have a different view than somebody is what I'm getting. If I'm right on this, put this in the comments, okay? Because I feel like somebody is just saying, no, you got to do this, and you're like, no, I'm not going to. I have views. I have things that I'm going to do. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to be, what I want to build. Whether you're with me or against me on that. But crossing over that, you also got abundance of and love and joy here of bonding with a partner or somebody close knit. So with whatever this conflict was, whether it was resolved or whether this is what has pushed you even further to do what you were wanting to do, you're coming up daisies here. I mean, you're focusing on love, abundance, joy, transmuting energies into something that you really want, something that defines you, defines your life path. This is your life, and you're trying to grab the bull by the horns, and you're like, this is what I'm going to do with it. And bravo, bravo. I'm giving you a round of applause, Gemini. The whole round. So yeah, all this energy, because there was a lot going on, changing that energy to working towards what you're wanting. And this week, we got the Six of Cups, joy, finding strength, passion, responsive, and realizing that you've been carrying a lot on you that maybe you shouldn't have been, and letting that go through the situation here that, whew. Anyways, this is letting go of it, realizing it, things that you have been stressed about, sleepless nights and stuff like that. That's okay. Now, if you do have a little stressing thing about it, it would just be like worrying about, budgeting. So your internal world, thinking about it, going through it. You are some deep divers this week. Deep, deep divers. I swear. You're going deep under your waters, and you're riding high above the chaotic waters. You are shining your own light, and you are sharing everything you got. I mean, Gemini. So your internal world, there's a lot of introspection on where this worry comes from and what you're going to do with it when you get it, and how is this going to define you, because you have the power to create, and this. Maybe the finances aren't quite in order, but we can't worry about step B. We need to focus on end goal, okay? If you get caught up in step, you're going to be caught up in step for I don't know how long. Okay, so focus on end goals, make a vision board, do what you need to do. Okay, your external world is the Queen of Discs, and the connecting energy is the Ace of Cups. New beginnings abound. New beginnings abound, and giving of yourself and giving to yourself and taking care of yourself and being in the environment where you can do so. Your focus this week is going to be on the Ten of Discs. This is going to be your legacy. This is what you're creating, all of this is creating, and you're just bouncing back and forth, and you need to bounce back and forth, peeing high, peeing low, and when you come to a consensus, there's your transition. This is all part of your transition into this newness that you're moving through, this new emotional maturity, this new understanding of each other, especially with that conflict here, and what you truly desire and what you desire yourself to be. And that's your focus this week, Gemini. A lot of building, a lot of building, a lot of building and healing. And wow, I mean, you put a lot on your plate, but you're handling it like a champ. Alright, Gemini, if you enjoyed this reading, like, subscribe, go check out my other readings. I post every week, and I will see you again.